Alright, I'm back. Let's build factory. Let's go. So, today, I think we have to start out with a news segment. So let's let it all load up. There is news, and that news involves the Caravan. You know our good friend the Caravan, we love him here in the factory. And you go here, and you pick on the map, and you go and you click. It works now. Look how it works now. Why does it work? Why? Why? I fixed it. I got annoyed at it. I didn't want to go and run around and physically rub the nose of every dinosaur in the place where I want them to go. So I just ripped over the code and I fixed it myself. So today is kind of a test episode where we will test our code, hopefully at a couple points. And if it works out, I will submit the patch. And hopefully, oh, look at this. Look at all this pie-sci 1. We have truly conquered this. But today, I think, if I remember, the first thing we gotta do is go and deal with Zilfo, which now requires red hot coke, and red hot coke now decays. How wonderful is this? So we have to build it on site. Alright, so our situation is this. We are all tweaked out. Oxygen furnace. Oh, we can just make one. How wonderful. So let's take a look at how much we're going to need to pull in to do this. You have to make red hot coke, and it takes 2 hours to cool down, and that's all right. So it needs fuel, which is again the coal, and all it needs is steam and everything else. So we need an oil burner. Oh, unfortunate. Go get iron, it says. Very well. We'll go get some iron. And then what we really need to do, hold on. We gotta instruct this dinosaur. It's time to put our code to work, friends. This is a relatively fine loop. Alright. So right now, this is your job. You do not do this thing. In fact, it's really questionable whether or not this outpost should be here. So let's just assume it shouldn't be. It's going to be awkward because of how I've committed to doing this. We're going to do this like this, I think. Snuggle you in here. It's the proper place for it. Alright, right there. This is the... No, because I have to put a caravans area in. Do I keep it there and then move the... Oh, yeah, we're going to keep it there for space concerns. Alright, so we're going to put this right here, I guess. Sure, I believe. You have a new mission, sir. First, we go to the map. We go and we pick coal. Processed coal. Not really refined coal, just coal. Bam, and it's right there. You fill your cargo, you come here, bam, you empty your cargo. Just like the old days. Give me all of that, please. And you go. Okay, good. Now we need to go and, excuse me, we need to go get some iron. And then we are going to make the oil burner, which we will use to purge the coke oven gas. We have a bunch of coke in our inventory we're going to have to dispose of. So we need another thing. We need one I use. Then we come here, get a bunch of iron. Oil burner. We are just going to convert our waste products to steam. I should get a stack of air core inductors. One here. Because making them is not really what I should be doing at this level of my career, you know? So, that guy's going to bring in the coke, and then we're going to have to bring in steam, which in theory is fine. We have a steam problem up north, don't we? I think I remember that. missed. Over here. I continue to miss. Trekking cross country shamefully. Yeah. I don't think this exists anymore. I don't think you exist anymore. Come with me. It's like, this doesn't matter. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to do something similar, but not that. It's like, so what we got to do is this. This isn't being used at all. That's nice. The whole thing isn't being used at all. Well, first off, we gotta get rid of this coke. Just put that there, and let's put a collector somewhere. Like, well, there is no good place for it because of the piping. How incredibly shameful. So, and unfortunately, again, what we need is a closed loop. So, what's going to happen here? This is going to come through. In fact, we're going to even do it like this. We'll even use long-handled inserters. Right there. How long does it take to do this, Red Hot Coke? It takes 3 seconds. Okay, so you get 2. It's going to be something like that. Maybe something like that. Alright, so the Red Hot Coke will come around like so. And we're going to avoid this, and we'll come this way. And it will plug in like so. And so the Red Hot Coke will come in on this line, and unfortunately, that line gets doubled up. Dang. Well, so what we want is we want it to rotate is what we want. So we want you to use filters red hot. That is your purpose in life. And you go and right there. And Red Hot Coke is coming down like this. What we're going to do is we're going to control it based on the contents of the belt. That's how we're going to hopefully not overproduce. So we take our decider combinator, which is right here, which we are going to slap right here. You are going to decide based on this red wire, right here to right there, into there. And you are going to input Red Hot Coke. And it's going to have to be less than, we're going to call it 20. 20 is a good number. And we want to get read belt contents, hold all belt. This into, oh, it highlights. Oh, that's nice. But you also have to be the waste product, which is just Coke. So it has to be both. Because decay can happen at any time. Alright, so, and we're going to clip you. Going to clip you for real. And we will pick you up. Alright, so that will flush that out of the system in time. And he comes back, and it works. But we have too much Coke here. Alright, so great. That just works. TM patent pending. I feel good about this. So we take this Coke, and it comes over here. It goes right there into this box, and we'll do something with that in a moment. So what's going to happen here, though, you're going to get reversed. No, don't do that thing. You thought you were doing good, but you were doing bad. I like how it's highlighted. That's nice. Factorio is so nice sometimes. I don't agree with a lot. Like, I think the fluid system is probably a step backwards. The new fluid system. solving a problem that didn't really exist. But I really like how the UI of highlighting that it's a belt that is has things happening with it. It's really nice. So so wait a second. Does it not continue going? It doesn't pass the splitter, huh? How about if I do this? Yeah, now it works. So I guess I have to put another probe here, I guess? Or do this without a splitter? Which I could probably do, right? So we'll remove the splitter from here. And then it will get this entire belt, but it doesn't get this belt. Interesting, because that's really nice. It knows that this belt connects, but it's a spur line. That's just... Factorio is so good sometimes. Right there. So what are we doing? Yeah, it's one of these, right? And then you have to be use filters. Red, hot. Yeah, that works, right? And the red hot coke will come around here and it'll be on the right side. And then it keeps the same belt without having to use more circuits. So, good, right? Maybe, in aspect. Problem with this is it's not a real splitter, you know? It'll preference everything going here. Ooh. Yeah, we can't have that. That's bad. 4-man splitter does not work. So what we need to do is we have to add more wires. So right there, right there. Said right there. To here, and straight in. Alright, so now we are getting this belt. Read belt contents, all belt. Great. And we have to do it up here as well. Straight into the network, my friends. Read belt contents, all belts. Alright, so we have one big network. What's our reading right now? Probably a lot of Zillipho larvae, right? Yep. And slowly diminishing coke. Alright, so now we have coal in. We need to get steam, and then we have to put the oil burner. Where are you, oil burner? Right there. Alright, so you go right here-ish. You can probably just go right here, right? And we're going to have to bring in water because we need to put the boiler down, because right about here we have to have another splitter, unfortunately. No, we're not going to use a splitter for this. We're going to use just 2 of you, and you are just here to take coke. 2 of you is probably too many. That's fine. There. Here, now let's look like this is planned, right? There we go. And this is something like that, I guess. The problem is it's going to produce ash doing this. So we're just going to have an ash box for right now, I suppose. I cannot imagine that this is going to be a huge deal, especially if I regulate it correctly. Ash. Like, this box should only fill, like, once every Earth age. All right, so are you a full loop or are you closed loop? This is closed loop water, unfortunately. So we have to get just actual water, and I think we pull it in from down south, right? We have all the water we need down here. I'm very glad the oxygen furnace doesn't require oxygen. I wonder if we're steam positive or steam negative here. Like, this will produce... We have to be steam. Okay, so 200 steam for 50 coal gas. Coke oven gas. Coke oven gas is 750, and over here, like, I don't know. We're going to try it as if it is steam positive. We might have to make a cooling tower, but I think it probably is not steam positive. I think we're going to need a steam input from somewhere else, and we don't have any water. Oh, we do have water right there. Like, a source of water, even. And how much water do we need? Infinite. Good to know, good to have. Alright, so we're gonna plug you in right here. Right there. Right there. So we're getting closer to having something that works, right? And so we're gonna pretend, you know, we're gonna have a nice session of let's pretend right now. That this is steam, produces more steam than it uses. So we're going to kick it off with some of our coke here. We'll burn it to make the steam. And then that will make the red hot coke. And then we'll see what happens, right? Can you not vent? Item ingredient storage. Do we have too much nitrogen? We can't get rid of our nitrogen. Is this a problem? We're completely full up on nitrogen. This has to be a problem. 20. Don't turn on, like, forever. We might have to put more buffers here. Or it might just be... Probably is that, honestly. So now we gotta power this stuff. You go there. You go there. Oh wait, it's starting. We gotta close this loop. Alright, you've had some steam. Thank you, thank you. Like, that's a very, very minor steam contributor right there. Okay, alright. Some steam is in the system. Oh, we still don't have enough. Wow. Yeah, let's see what happens when we bootstrap it. Okay. That's not making much steam at all. Most of the steam will come from the coke oven gas. Right. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't have a huge amount of confidence in that, but we'll see. There we go. All right, so the coal comes here. Oh, we don't have, it'll have fuel. Oh, it doesn't have any ashing out though. Oh. All right, so this is more of a problem. The lack of the ash out. So I guess we do have to task a dinosaur with janitorial duties here. Which I guess is fine. It's no huge problem. Yes, it's a use of a dinosaur. Alright, so. Some red hot... Oh, you have to only use filters. Red hot. Alright, bang and bang. And you right here need to use filters only ash. See, like, look at that. Problems already. So, what happened here? We need to take the red hot coke, toss it in there. And so, you have produced some coke oven gas, which has is not impressing me right now. There you go. Have some. So I guess we're going to have to put this caravan back, and it's going to have to be a very, very long-term ash pickup. I guess we do this, huh? This seems right, maybe? Okay, so it makes, and then this runs. It runs for like a good 3 or 4 seconds, right? So this, we're going to see if it runs down, just out of curiosity. And what's our reading right here? We are currently reading 40. Oh, it's because this is not enabled disabled. E equal is greater than or equals to 1. Thank you. E is equal, yeah. And then right here you gotta output E equals 1. So we have no E. All the red hot coke is going around, right? I mean, oh wait, what's going on right there? It's on the wrong side of the belt. Oh, it is in fact on the wrong side of the belt. Okay. Okay, we can fix this. We can fix it. Annoying I couldn't, red hot. Annoying I couldn't just place it down over it, you know? Yeah, that's right. It is on the wrong side of the belt. That's horrible. Alright, pick that all up, and then come here and pick up all this, and then we try it again. There will be another attempt at basic confidence. This should start the machine, right? I have just pulled all of the red hot coke out of the system. We have none. It's going equals 1. You are fluid ingredient storage, so we do need steam in somehow. We're not going to be able to get away from this. Because it's produced several rounds of coke oven gas. Here, let's see. Okay, almost there. Why aren't you going? Oh, disabled by script, aren't you? Disabled by control behavior, rather. Alright, now we're on the right side with the red hot coke. Yeah. Now we're going again. Zilphos are back. And those are going to be consumed. And it's going to be staggered. And it's going to be on a carousel. So that there's going to be just some circulating at all times. 20 is hopefully enough. If not, I'll up that. So we just watch. Alright, now we're going. Enough has been consumed. 1, 2, 3. So 3 seconds is not enough steam. Alright, so we need to have a steam input here. Just burn all of this, right? Just get rid of it right now. What else am I going to do with it, right? Just take care of it. Right there. Into the box. And then one day I'll be back. Alright, so what's our control behavior right now? We have 20 on the belt. Zilphos are going. All of them are going. Alright, so this will produce shells, which will... and also other stuff. Lots of other stuff. Okay, let's task this dinosaur. No, we gotta worry about steam first, and then tasking the dinosaur. And the question is, do we have steam anywhere even vaguely close to this? I'm inclined to say no. No, we're not. No, we're getting just no. We're getting wastewater out of this. That's right. We needed this for the wastewater. Because we need it for the urea, and we need the urea for fertilizer. The fertilizer for basically everything. Yes, that is correct. So, no steam. No steam anyway. There's a steam line here, right? Yes. You come with me. Come with me now. Come with me now. Is that real? It is real. Okay. More pipes, more extents. Everything is great. So we gotta have to get through this disaster down here. Which, I guess we do this, right? And then juke in right here somehow to infiltrate down. Does this smell right to everyone? Not on this line, certainly. How about one over? Okay, infiltration in progress. Oh, that makes me want to play XCOM again. Which is a horrible impulse because XCOM traditionally hasn't improved my life very much. I played through XCOM 2 and The Long War. And The Long War was a mighty struggle. I'm not sure I could recommend it to anyone. At least when I played it. So I need you to output 20. I want you governed real low. Right there. Steam 100. No. No, why? I'll put less than 20, please. Alright, that's fine, though. That'll work itself out. Yeah. Yeah, I did a bad. It'll be fine. What we are looking at right now is a need for a Ashoutasaur. So, let's go right here. We're gonna keep that because I don't think it matters. I want you to just fill your cargo. You're gonna be here for literally ever. You may make one journey every 1,000 hours. And then I need you to dunk all of this right there. Go. Have a full and complete life. So, now, let's check on caravan food. That was a problem a second ago, right? We are in fact out of caravan food. That's no good. And that's because we have no releases. This guy's slowly starving. We are on a clock. We gotta get these releases up. Releases need fertilizer, right? Fertilizer is a urea-related issue. And we have to fix this because this isn't right. Okay, so we are making... why are we stopped? Oh, you're crudded up, I bet. Oh, why are we stopped? Yeah, you're crudded up. Alright, we have to deal with that issue. We're just going to assume this is working right now, right? Make a ton of Zillifo. Zillifo makes shells. Zillifo make wastewater. Zillifo makes, I mean, not a great amount of wastewater, but it's being made is the important part here. I suppose we should look at, isn't there a pull on fish now? Like an actual real pull on fish. But I don't know. Here, let's go fix fertilizer. This is important. Teleportation on. You have teleportation, but you are going to be a tweaked out lunatic for about 3 minutes every time you stop. So why are we stopped? What item ingredient are you short on? You have ash, you have biomass, you have urea. You need the biocrud? Oh, the recipe changed. Oh no. It needs biocrud now. Oh no. Oh, just got smashed. My fertilizer got smashed. Okay, we gotta make a plan. Oh, looky here. There's a lot of ways to make fertilizer now. Okay, let's figure this out. This one is what we're doing. This is bones and urea and blood, and it's pretty good. And we are doing. This is guano and ammonium chloride. No, this is what we used to do. This used to be the good one, only it now requires biocrud. So it can work with the rotting urea. Like that's why we were seeing fertilizer being made here, right? Because the urea was being made and then it was rotting and it was filling the inventory of like just places and things. But this design no longer works, unfortunately. I mean, it didn't work before, but now it like turbo doesn't work. How am I gonna do this? All right, show me my future. Fert. Let's look it over. Let's not get distracted. So here's what we were doing. This is still doable, but it's no longer as good. Right here. Lovely thing is biocrud lasts so long. Biomass and manure is alright. Zogna is a no-go. I really wish it didn't have Zogna involved. I don't want to do that. 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 Oh, this is a replacement. Replacement recipes. Huh. 6 fertilizer and Yatoi aloe. Oh, so there's the Yatoi turret upgrade produces fertilizer from the orchard. That's pretty cool. Huh. Oh, there's an upgrade for sap trees in which they produce fertilizer. Huh. That's so much sap. Oh, and it's also, oh, it's for mulching sap trees. Oh, so it's an interesting use for making that. So I gotta rebuild this. So it uses the biocrud recipe. Oh man. The system is different. And I don't know if different is good, guys. So this is what we gotta do. So let's just talk about the ideal situation here. So we have our fluidized bed reactor right there. And we have an evap, I think. Do we have evap? Yeah, we do. So we have our urea maker, right? The good news is the urea is also the source of biocrud. Urea. And so what we're doing today, oh, I can kind of make this work, can't I? Oh, kinda make it work. Let's do a prototype, right? Full up. Kinda can make it work. Sort of, in part, in aspect. It's now very important where the handedness of this is. We can adapt. We can survive. So what we are gonna do, so we already have biocrud coming out here, but we don't want it out here. Oh, we can do this. We can do this without issue. Right here. Then right here. This is exciting. We can do this. Alright, so what we need is cooling tank. Kind of wonder about you. Kind of wonder about this. Do I want to have one that is just dedicated to making crud? That is an interesting idea. But then these guys also crud out frequently. So the one dedicated to making crud has to have preferences associated with it. It's nice that there's a crud consumer here. That's just nice. And we use biomass, so it can be a complete closed loop. All right, we can do this. We can do this. We just have to be a little bit intelligent, maybe. So what we want this guy, this to do, is you are to take biocrud and urea, right here, and we want to. No, actually, what we want to do is this. We want to do the thing I'm capable of learning here. What was the button? I never do this. In order to color it. You know? Here, stop. Stop. Blacklist. Stop. Stop what you're doing. What is... I could have sworn it was this button right here. To make it... to reserve slots. Here, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Just everyone sit still. Alright, back. Sorry, did a lot of Googling, and I felt I was going nuts, but then I'm not. Look. Press the button here, it doesn't work. Press the button in a shed, it does work. Alright. It's actually a little bit of a problem because of the area that I have right here. So, what we're going to do is this. I'm not sure this is a great idea. Urea. And you are also urea. And crud. And you are also crud. Alright. And everyone else, you're banned. Alright, so whitelist now. Alright, so we have a settling tank for biocrud. What we're going to do right here is we are going to use filters crud. And then right there. And then we have a crud generator on site. And so... So when it rots, what happens? Let's watch. It rots out of one input. Does it go into the other input? That would be ideal. Like it rots to here. Let's see. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bop. No, it rots out into... Factorio sometimes does not help. So, but wait a second. How is it getting out then? Oh, it's getting out that way. Alright. So, we have a crud line here, unfortunately. And this guy's going to be producing crud every once in a while. So you have to crud out, I suppose. And you have to be biocrud. Right there. Okay, so you need to be over here. Also over here. I don't think this exists right now. I mean, it's probably going to exist later, but just not right now. And we're all going this way. We're all going to go see the big god. Crud out, crud out. You need crud in, please. Only don't use filter sol. So you are an in, and you need an out. And you have an in and you need an out. And yeah, these need crud outs too. Like that didn't have to exist. Alright, so you have urea. You are missing biocrud. Biocrud is being produced right here. It's going to be interesting. Is it going to switch? Will it do that? Is it that smart? I mean, absolutely nothing in what I've seen suggests that it might be that smart. Okay, this is going to have to be taken care of. Which I can do. You need to just be fertilizer out, all of you. You have a specific job. Are we done yet? Okay, what we got? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rot. It doesn't move. I am not totally confident what I'm doing right now. Okay. Why are you not doing the thing? I came here. Sometimes my fingers just forget. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we have to talk about what we're doing here. We are obviously making crud. And it looks like we don't have enough urea spots. So, urea, I know there's also a way to copy and paste them. Yeah. So we're just going to give a whole bank to urea right here. And we're going to give crud. Well, no. What we want is this, right? This shouldn't happen. This is fine what we're doing right here. And you should take crud as well. Just here, none of you use filters. Everyone just pretend I didn't do anything. And right here, and then right there. Alright, so then all the crud and the fertilizer is going to come around this line. So what we need to do is a filter. I say, is this going to be on the right side of the belt? We'll have to look. So we can filter it out, but this will be used with preference. That's not what we want. Oh, and also we're messing everything up in the entire world. Okay. Why aren't you just going? Just going as hard as you can. Because you can't venture biocrud. Alright, so we're going to have to work on that. You have a chance of producing crud from urea. It comes out here. And the crud... Like, I wish I had confidence in this. But I'm not sure that I do. Output, filter crud. And output priority to the right. And then we're just going to curl around like this. And I do not believe in this. Like it... Here, we got a crud. Now the problem is... crud. There we go. That's how you do it. Now the problem is I want this crud to be used with preference. And I am distinctly unsure that it ever will. Kind of like we want to do this, right? You know, it's simulate our situation. We have a crudicell. Right now we are missing crud. So let's see what happens. And we are apparently not producing fast enough, or at least not loading fast enough. Oh. I kind of located this in the absolute worst place, right? Maybe it just requires too much. You know? Maybe I have to be tapping this as well. It's moving as hard as it can, kinda. I am absolutely 100% not sold on this design. What I like about it is it produces a way to get rid of crud naturally. The crud just gets recycled. What we need, though... There's also a chance for biomass to come around here, right? There's a chance for biomass to be on the line. So, what we need there... Oh, nice. We need this. Filter, biomass. Output priority to the right. And just like that. Now, give me that fertilizer. Give it to me. Give me that crud. Give me it. Now this is a complete loop. Here, we'll even put some biomass in there and see how it filters itself out. So, alright. This is a new design, adapting to the new recipe. We are not going at full efficiency here. We may not... Why does it wait until it's completely empty to go again? Like that's... Oh, what is this? This control behavior. Could it be because of the control behavior? Yes. Alright, we're going to accept that then. Okay, so we are slowly ticking our way through this biocrud. And it is on a carousel. I suppose we can do something like this. You know? And then it will be used with preference then, right? Yeah, because it's both on the same side of the belt and the recycled stuff will always have preference. Here, I want you to take biomass as well. You have to do that anyway. Alright, so here. Don't take so much. I don't want you spending too much time on it. There you go. Alright, so we're adding crud and biomass. We are filtering ourselves out. It looks like we are just not producing crud at a appropriate rate, so we need to put in another crud holding tank somewhere. We are producing an enormous amount of fertilizer, but it's kind of punctuated. Oh, and it's also taking the biomass off the line. It's nice. Yeah, and so we're just waiting for it to rot out, and then this one's going to take 2 full minutes. Yeah, we're going to have to add in another one right here. With kind of the exact same semantics, right? We want to watch the biomass. The biomass comes in, floats out. All right, perfect, 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 perfect. This is a nice rot puzzle right here. This is probably peak spoilage where everything has to be managed, but at the same time everything is also consumed in the same area. So you don't have to worry about shipping out things. I have to say, I kind of like this one. We want to stop here. Hold up. It's right there. We want to copy this entire thing. Put you right there, and then like that, right? So, it would be a little better if it wasn't disabled by control behavior there. But I also don't... What I'm afraid of right now is that once we are full, we are in a good place right now, but once we're full, it's going to start rotting. Oh, it's going to rot. No, there will be no biocrud over here ever. Biocrud will start rotting into biomass here. And it will be it'll take a long time to flush itself out, which is unfortunate. Because it moves at the speed of one inserter, and like this, I want this to be taken first by the inserter, and I'm not sure. Well, it probably does that, honestly, right? But that was without filters being involved. So it's questionable how it's going to behave. That's probably the best way to put it. But in a few minutes here, this will start up, and we'll have 2 sources of biocrud on site. The carousel nature of this means biocrud will come back again and again, and hopefully we'll get the full lifetime out of it. And if it decays on the line, it doesn't matter because it just goes into the biomass hopper. I suppose there is a threat here where it clogs. It clogs real hard in that it cannot put the biomass on because no biomass is being taken, but it can't take because it can't output because this line is full. So I think there's probably a threat there that will run into related rates problems. Like, because there isn't a lot of buffer here at all. Hopefully it would be enough to unstick this, because this is supposed to be very rare, but if it stops for a long period of time, it won't. It'll be a solid wall of biomass. So I guess that is a real threat, isn't it? In that this will rot completely out. Well, then we'll have biocrud here too. So it'll try to get all this biomass out. But yeah, I think this will probably stop eventually. Oh, we got full up on wastewater again. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I think this will eventually collapse because it'll get jammed. Like once we're full up and everything rots on the belt for a couple hours and all this rots out to biomass, it'll have to purge that biomass. But there will be no space to purge the biomass too. Because it's not moving. We'll need at minimum 1 full 100 units, and we don't have 100 units. So I guess we'll have to solve the problem, right? So let's build some more splitters because we're out. Let's cut this here. I want like that, please. Then what we're going to do is this is like just emergency waste right here. This is ugly, but we can deal with ugly. What is this? Oh, this was when I was bringing in something else. This doesn't exist anymore. Alright, so... oh, excuse me. It's going to be one of these. And then we just have a buffer box here. And that will buffer it. Now the problem is, what if it's on the wrong side of the belt? for which we say we should have put the buffer in a slightly different spot. So like that. Now it'll be on the exact wrong side of the belt. So we put it back again. All right, now it's on the right side of the belt. Okay. And then this will always take priority over all of this, which means it'll have monopoly on this line. So this should be slightly more enduring. Oh, this is a problem, isn't it? Having the crud return being on the same line as the output. That should probably not be. Yeah. Well, we are venting properly here, but I don't like this backup. Especially as we're just adding more and more crud to the system. Yeah, this should not be. So what we're going to do is just do this. Here I was trying so hard to avoid things like that. I just stumble into it. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do something ugly here. No, we are not. What we're going to do is this. Now, honestly, yes, this is pretty ugly. But are you on the right side of the belt? Yeah, you are. Alright, so, and we want input priority from the right. No, the left. Yeah. So this will scrape all crud off of there first. Is this getting better? Question mark. This is a good puzzle. I like it because it is very self-contained. I like it how we're not shipping out the byproducts, but we're dealing with the byproducts on site. This is appealing to me. I think this is good. The system is working. Let's go check the fruits of our labors. Or the flowers of our labors. Alright, we're making Religias again. Religias will go into Og food. Also Muckmoos, also everything. Are we making Og food again? No. Nah. Nah. I need you to chill until we got a lot more. So I want you to just chill right there. It's like these guys getting hungry. Maybe not you. But you are. We gotta fill these guys back up, which means we need Religia flowers in. Let's go look at the Religia fountain, which was in here, I think. Oh, that guy's stuck. Stuckosaurus. Alright, we're gonna peek back in on this. But we have identified another problem animal. Who is at the Religia fountain. Alright, so it's time to redo animal feed yet again. Religia fountain's over here. Stuckosaurus. Alright, so right there. Is that you? What was your job? Oh, okay. You go do that right now, please. I wonder if they're going to keep getting stuck. I really hope not. Oh, what was your job? What was your job? Wait, did you get picked up? No, that's... What's going on? I do not understand this dinosaur. And... Brigetta? Caravans manager? Bridge. Oh, wow. Ooh. I don't think this was my code. I didn't touch this. I think this is a new crash. But this is really unfortunate. Oh, how long have I just lost? Ooh. Yeah, I'm not messing with coal processing. Um, Maybe I'll work on this afterwards. Um, well, let's see what happened. How far back did I go? Oh, not far at all. To right here, in fact. This was me wondering what you were. Brigetta. Oh, so I didn't lose anything, which is like beyond best case scenario, I think. Um, oh wait, did I just put flowers on the seed line? I did. I put seeds on the flower line. I should not be doing these things that I'm doing. Yeah, right there. There's rogue flowers. Alright, so seeds go with other seeds. Flowers will eventually find their way back home. Alright, so situation. Have identified a crash. I don't think that crash is due to my code. I'm pretty sure that was something completely different, but I do know I have to fix that before I commit anything. But alright, it's fine. It's fine. So this is good. This is good. We are full up. We have a caravan on the way to the Religio Fountain. Just double check fertilizer land. I'm going to have to keep glancing back at this. We have a full wall of crud. So actually this doesn't work anymore, right? We've broken it. Because this will eventually have biomass on it and there's no way to get out. So, dang. Gotta keep at it. So, problem. Crud is concentrated on this line. Specific problem is that it'll decay into biomass and there's no way to get rid of it. Our biomass disposal unit is over here, but there is now no chance of biomass for ever getting on this line, so this can stop. But biomass can be right here. So what we need is here, we filter biomass. I want you out to the right. Correct. Just like that. Glad I looked, glad I thought. Pick up all this, pick it up, pick it up. Alright, fertilizer is now backing up. Should get rid of this ash at some point. The test of this system is going to be in its ability to recover from long shutdowns. Like we have way too much biocrud in the system. That's not... Well, it's just gonna rot out. So we probably need to... Looks like it's taking from random stacks, right? No, it takes from the last stack, I bet you. So this actually works okay. Except for how much is being... Well, no. These will never be, first off. I think, like, you have to do that. This is an old design, so we're going to start with that. And then we're just going to keep watching it, you know? And then this will rot out, and it will exit the system here. And then we'll end up here and then around, and then end up here. So that will get used at the speed of a fast inserter. I'm not sure that's correct. Okay, so good. The thing I should do right now is go do something else, right? Let's save our game properly, because we did encounter a crash, possibly of our own making. Oh, let's go peek in. Speaking of science, let's look at it. How we doing? We are completely full up, and now we are in a... It's like we had a rot scenario. Oh yeah, it is rotting out ever so slowly, and this is filling up, and it's decaying, and then it will eventually find its way out of the system. I need to keep an eye on that, but this is an unusual situation where PySci 1 is completely shut down. This is highly... Why are you not going? Disabled by control behavior. No, I never set this up with the same control behavior. It's like you should be getting... You have too many... You have petri dishes. Wait, what? Don't know why. We're going to go look at that more closely. I think I set up the control behavior to be mostly correct, but not entirely correct. Because there's... I gotta get rid of all of this. Big, long walkways. That's what's coming. Alright, so down here. This control behavior, you are shut off because substrate, but also moss. So right here, is that right? Yeah. But why do you not have substrate? There's one substrate here. There is one substrate. So I guess I have to, if I just pull that, I shove that right there. Now it's going. Okay. Now it should be stopped. And it can't vent. So it was on a... It was stuck, essentially, because it had... this machine couldn't vent, but it could only vent on a single... Not... It only failed to vent on a single digit amount of substrate. So everything is never could turn off. How about we add in another test? If we take our red network right here, we attach it here. And we want to read the entire contents of the belt. So over here, we're going to add another condition. No. That upgrades this condition. So let's say 120. No. How much do we think we can be on there? A full belt is 200. So, yeah. Okay. Let's look at that. Now that will stop it, because until this is cleared below the 120 mark. And I think we can probably do that fairly easily, especially when it's running full blast. So, maybe that's a better control behavior. But, as you might have gathered, I don't actually know. Alright, so, now. This looks terrible. Oh, it's seaweed. It's not biocrud. I'm trained to look at that wad of green and just feel failure. Alright, so this is probably not great. The belt's moving, but not very fast. I want to say this is truly not great. And then it's just biomass onto this point and biomass down here. So this is a big problem. And we don't have any flora now because of the biomass. So I guess what we gotta do. Filters, biomass. Filters, Flora Spolinen. As per our new doctrine, this must be dealt with. We only deal with it in one way, and that is by burning it. So, alright, we'll get there in a second. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder why it ever stopped running, you know? Alright, so that will move forward. This will start moving forward. This is missing native flora for the exact same reasons as everything else. We cannot use this structure right here, unfortunately. Then we have a whole lot of fish meal. Why do we have fish meal here? That's probably waste product from the fishes. And I probably need to go take a look at that. So what do we need to do? First, this. Get a bunch of fish in your inventory. So this entire structure right here is no good. What we need is not even this. It's definitely not that. We need a pure line coming up like this with a pull on it. And then we do this, right? There. And how much flora do you need? 10 for 10, so one inserter will be just fine. Alright. And this is much harder. So we'll pull you back. Pull you back. Here, have some seaweed. You too, seaweed. And then this has to be picked completely up. And then you get turned north. This is a horrible hack. I feel bad just looking at this. This is not how we play Factorio. Alright, so you need to get rid of your biocrud. And it can spoil inside the machine. I really wish that wasn't so. Byakua's, it adds a huge layer of problems, you know? Biocrud. You need to take out biomass, biocrud. I am not... Okay, I'm going to say something that's just an impression. I don't think biocrud should have a second tier decay product. Maybe... Okay, my perceptions are completely warped here. I am not a good person to talk about these things. But hitting all at once with a first tier decay product and a second tier decay product seems very, very, very harsh to me. However, this is probably not how normal people experience this. Okay, you got me. Normal people never experience this. So, I should not use that as a standard. However, yeah, this is just pounding that square peg into the round hole. So I have to care about this spoiling. It has to be flora spolinen too. Like, let's just count what can spoil. This can spoil, that can spoil, this can double spoil. Like, some of these are going to be worse, right? Especially when they need meats and guts. Like, oh, you need jerky. You actually need jerky. So, flora can spoil, flora can double spoil. And that's it. What's getting ripped up here? That's just bots. It's fine. So, Corlix food isn't bad. Muckmoo food. Native flora can double spoil, and that's it. Okay, that's fine. Where aren't you going? No native flora? Because, again, it's the same pattern. Alright, we have to fix this. This doesn't exist. You don't exist. This doesn't exist. None of this exists. You now take a nice fresh line that wends its way serpentine through the base. I will say it is a fresh challenge. I cannot say I am not amused. Alright, so that will always spoil. There will always be spoilage happening there. That is not a good catcher. You go right there. So, if we are going to be serious and say, yes, indeed, the line stops here. We need a catcher right exactly there. And that's this friend. Right there. Okay, don't stress yourselves too much, boys. Yes, and that will move the native flora along as it becomes flora spolinen. Alright. And then we'll just continue doing this, continue the good work right here, and right there. Alright, so, fish food, being made. Corlex food, not being made, same problem. Cough, cough. Alright, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. It was an idea. We are not going to... Oh, and look how it's tortured. I am not going to say something clearly deceptive like it was a good idea. Oh, look at this. This is pain. There's more fish meal on the belt. I have to take care of that, right? Or maybe it's already taken care of. Probably not. So, what I have to do is this. You have to come this way. You have to come this way. You have to come this way. We need increased rights of way. That still has to exist. And you just pop north now. There you go. And then a kappa, a can of paste. Then you'll have your native flora. Only you are completely full up, and that's your big problem. And you have no way to vent out flora spolinen, so that's another problem I have to care about. Speaking of problems I have to care about, right here, right here, right there, right here, right here, right there, to here, to there. Alright, so upsy goesies. We make a nice little loop. It's a capillary, I think. That's what I'm going to call this. And then we scooch ya. Alright, so now should probably put a box here for fish meal. There. Call me fish mail. Right there, right there. Right there, right there. You don't want fish. You like fish? You like fish? Fish? Fish to make fish? You need more flora, you need more flora, you need more flora. I think that flora is just going to spoil, the one I just put in that machine. Calls for some sort of response. Then, who is actually eating moss here? There's so much jerky. That was the storage for meat a while ago. Our inventory is actually doing okay. Oh, and we have flora spolinen up here. Suffering from the same issues. So I guess the answer is just we do not do this, right? Like, just we do not do this. It is not done. It's just this remains an artifact of the past. This also does not happen. And this does continue to happen. This is still a thing. What we will do is this. This is even more ugly than anything I've done before. I cannot... This area of the base is dead, essentially. There's no way we're going to ever be able to build off of it. Now that oh wait, we're already on this belt, aren't we? That's the output. Ooh. I guess what we want to do is this. This is terrible. Look away, children. Please don't think less of me for that which I do. Oh, that's a problem. I want you to use filters, and you are only taking bioflora. Excuse me. You are only taking native flora. Struggle and struggle and struggle again. Alright, there you go. I have to get rid of this flora spolinen, which means back here. Right there. This biomass really should be led directly to a burner. I should really stop talking about doing that and just do it right. We have to oversee this again. Alright, so this is working itself out here. I will help. There we go. And you take this. You can't take anything. Like that. Alright, so this will shortly stop being something that works. Because there's no flora spolinen ever coming here. There we go. It is done. But we have a new problem right here. And that we have to keep the belt moving. And that is use filters, flora spolinen. Right there. Also biomass. Because it has a second tier of decay. Alright, so this is dumb. This is so very, 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 very dumb. Just so we're clear here. Oh, and your output has to be only... this is muckmoo food, right? Yeah. Output is muckmoo food only. Excuse me. Waste. And you do that too. And then you do that too. This is complicated. You are muckmoo's food. I have to get rid of all this flora spolinen. There. It's being regenerated. Here, you're even gonna get upgrades. Right there. Alright, so situation is okay. Where he stopped. No lard. No lard for real or no lard for joke? Oh, yeah. No lard for real. I accept that. Amazing this is never, last 8 hours, that's why. Okay, so, how are you doing on artillery shells? He asks, just out of nowhere. We are not making artillery shells, they say. Alright, so not making artillery shells for no glycerol, no skin, and no lard. No skin and no lard because moos are not being processed. Moos are not being processed because moos are... Oh, they are being born. So I want you to go make a delivery to keep the system running. I am not entirely sure our rates are anywhere near correct right now. It's going. The barrel problem isn't happening anymore. Alright, so this is better. And now we pop in on fertilizer again. Fertilizer chugging along without issue, like a champ. I bet you, though, there's a problem down at the fertilizer depot in the old fertilizer area. Because I bet you a lot of non-fertilizer material made it into the system, and there's no fertilizer there. I predicted that with my brain meat. And there's a whole lot of fill cargo going on. Oh man. So the entire line is polluted everywhere which can take fertilizer. Man, yeah, that's gonna cripple whole lines of this factory. But what I need to do is just focus right now on picking this stuff up. Alright, that guy dumped biomass. You are stopped. This is no longer... Oh, that's bad. Here, it's going to be yet another biomass waste box waiting to be cleaned up. Here, and have another one. Scars in the factory right here. And you are getting fertilizer. Why were you kind of on a loop like that? It seems like you shouldn't have... Unless comparator does not equal go ever at this outpost, you know? And he's on a loop, which will be wasteful. Alright, let's look at AUG food. No, let's look at everything that uses fertilizer after AUG food. AUG food is not being made because we haven't fixed that problem yet. Okay, got distracted. What we need right now is a boiler. We know the pattern that we were going to put in here. It's amazing how the base is like having seizures and seizures and seizures and seizures. I think that's because probably the mod is having seizures and seizures and seizures and seizures. Let's do this, right? And just plug in, right? You are 80%. That's wonderful. There you go. Clear it out. And that's too many, right? Oh, you need water. Silly me. Silly me. How foolish of me. Yuck. Where are we going? Up. Would not have guessed that, honestly. I would have guessed the other way. Right there, and water. Okay. So now you are venting flora, spolinen, and you are also venting biomass. And so that just gets burned and turned into steam, and there is now a pull on this line. This unfortunately isn't really the place where this has to happen, because it also has to happen right here. And I suppose right here as well. I bet we haven't made rock cocoons in a very long time. Use filters. Flora. Biomass. Like that. So you have to be powered. You won't stand for this otherwise. Let's just leap. Straight out. Like, none of this is getting upgraded for the rest of the game. This is purely survival. The factory, that is, disgusts us. It has always disgusted us. It has gotten so much worse of late. There you go. Good enough. We have a garbage disposal. So that's slowly moving down. That's good. Oh, we have to go take a look at this. Because there is... We dump fertilizer in, right? Oh, it does have a filter on it. And we don't have any biomass here. Good. Are we all moving? Are we all okay? This is going to be okay. Man, we make a lot of Relesia. Alright, I'm just assuming everything's going to be okay. It's all going to be alright. We're going to make it. Yeah, they got a repair team. Alright, so let's look around. Zillifo, as before, has stopped. We are... Oh. 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 Zillifo needs help. Zillifo... I have to remember that every time there's there's decay products involved, you have to govern every single inserter around it. So alright. What we're doing here is... What are we doing here? So... Yeah, this is highly questionable, what we're doing here. So, in the hopper of these guys, the red hot coke decayed back into coke. And the decay of the red hot coke then dumped out onto the exit line right here. So we have an exit line right here which has coke on it. So we need to filter coke. Coke goes out to the left. So we do this. Pick up those Zillifo. And it dumps out right here. Just the coke dumps out. Alright, so what we do now is we pick up all this. No, we did it backwards. We did it exactly backwards. Help me. Help me, help me, help me. I can, in fact, tell my left from my right, but only some days. Alright, so now we are filtering out coke from Zillifo. And Zillifo will start moving forward again. We are full up on steam, which means this cannot vent. Because of something happening. Why are you not going, ever? Consume steam. This may actually be self-sustaining. Disabled by control behavior. Why aren't you going? You just... Okay, now it was going. Alright, so now it's distributing red hot coke. And we're trying to vent out up here. And we are slowly returning to normal. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Glad we looked, right? It's always good to look. And then Zillifo go right here, and we're going to have guys just fetching it back and forth. It looks like this is going to actually trigger like once every 50 hours or so. That's intriguing. I would not have expected that. So we're letting this go for right now. Should I just flush the steam out? I think I should. Just right here. Flush. Flush. Now I'll start this going again, and we'll start clearing the line out again. Coke lasts too long. It's too good. Coke's too good. Alright, Zilipho collector, that's not you. Alright, so this will clean out the coke that occasionally gets onto the Zilipho outline, which we did not account for because we are not a good player. Steam line is full up. We are disabled by control behavior, and that is just letting the red hot coke circulate. I'm surprised any of it... Oh, wait! It doesn't... Oh, it's not that it decayed. It's that it's a part of an output, and I did not account for it, and wastewater is completely clogged up. I suppose we should check in on this, right? Okay, we got plenty of biocrud, and the waste line is working just fine. Are we invading again? What's this? Yeah, that's going to go away once I push forward. I really should take care of all these flashing things, but I've got so much else to worry about. So this might in fact be self-sustaining. Like, the steam pressure right now is building between this running 24/7 and so we should just put in a cooling tower. Let's just try to get ahead of it, right? Okay, first off, we need to only put you in here. Just literally copy and paste this. Okay, flush this water. There you go. So it gets it up to 20%. Good. Then we take our cooling tower, which is right there. And then we are going to overflow again. These valves absolutely critical. Yeah, overflow configuration, please. And we get ourselves out, right? Just do this. Because in the end, we are trash. Alright, so that will take care of the case where we are producing too much waste energy. See, it's already venting. This will slow down though, or it should. Alright, so now we should be going again. Can't vent wastewater. We should probably care about that, right? Because it should leave the system, because we need the Ziliphos for a variety of things. So let's go recheck our assumptions and then go look at food production, which is just slamming along. We may have cracked the code here. This is doing good, this is doing good, this is doing good. This little capillary pucker right here. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it does work. Alright, we are producing all sorts of animal products right here. This means it should be translated directly into high velocity care packages to the neediest members of our society. This is certainly a problem. Like, just certainly, because we need to get chlorine out of that when it's not happening. But I came here to look at wastewater disposal, which happens over here. Alright, so what happens is this is supposed to just, this is wastewater disposal. This is supposed to take wastewater and turn it into urea. No, wait, this happens over here. This is where we need the chlorine. Yeah. 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 So I sincerely doubt this meat is going to good use anywhere. So how should I handle this? Alright, I'm just gonna take meat off this filter. You are pure guts now. Pure gut elimination. And I think we're gonna have problems. Like, where's the... Oh, that is the gutosaur right there. And that goes to chlorine. Why is that also guts? I don't think so. Is it? Guts look like that? Maybe. Alright, so that got rid of... Yeah, I guess it does. That is all the guts. Alright, so the gut line is back up. And that will... Oh, this has to go before it... I probably have to go over there and unclog that myself. Right? Yeah, so... Bam. Alright, so let's go take a look at... No, it's not over here. This is way too far north. Way over in this area. Are we still going good here? Certainly looks like we're going. Mushrooms are low. That's because I turned the manure generating augs off. That's something I can take care of in a minute here. Alright, so you are a woodosaur. You are a... Oh, this is going to be awful. Can I burn jerky? What can I do with jerky? I can biomass it. Okay, yeah, I can burn it eventually. So maybe I need a composter. Which I need titanium and all sorts of stuff for, and I don't have. So we're just going to pretend I didn't see that, right? We're going to compost jerky into biomass and then burn the biomass up here. Unless a boiler can also natively burn jerky? Question mark. Can you burn jerky? 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 Jerky's tasty. Jerky has fuel value. No, it doesn't, actually. So no, there's no way it's taking the jerky. So it does have to be composted to biomass, and then the biomass has to be burned. Alright, so let's get the chlorine up and going now. And this is acetic acid, it looks like, right? Acetic acid and tin. It's mainly I gotta get rid of meat. Okay, so that's working again. So what I really need right now is to create one of these. Then I want output priority to the right, filter, jerky. Only jerky passes this point, right? And it will come this way. So once we get guts coming all the way down, we'll actually get a chance to see it. Yeah, guts does not pass. Goes down there. Alright, so jerky will come on this line. Well, and then we'll pass through. And then I want another one over here. Jerky. Oh, and it can rot in the machines. It so complicates everything when it can rot in the machine. Okay. We're gonna do this. I need a soda. Okay, soda acquired. My alignment with the world is now better. I'm feeling okay. So the guts come in, and then there's no way to take them out, essentially. So what we need is, I guess, a waistline, but this feels bad to do this because it does not take in with preference, you know? So I guess we have to ensure that there is space on the line, which means not flooding it. So everyone knows I have no confidence in this. I do not think what I am doing right here is a fabulous idea. I need more of that. I need more of everything. So we also need to vent out here. My dude, go take a round. Go, go, go have fun out there. That needs to power, which is really unfortunate. And so, alright. Let's pretend we have a complete solution here. The guts come in here, they come out here, it's not a full belt. It gets collected here, and this is going to rot. When it rots, it is placed back on the same input belt. This is bad. And it will eventually, by dint of either rot or progress, it will come to here and pass into the next area. That we will address in a second. So let's just, guts comes in, wood comes in, chlorine goes out, the world is a better place. Now over here we have another problem. Meat goes in, meat rots, meat doesn't get put back out. So we have, this isn't enough, right, to saturate a belt? Is it? Wait a second. Will this saturate a belt? Is this too many? I thought one right there, one there, did a whole side of the belt, and this is, questionable. We'll have to look at that. That could jam. Anyway, so we'll build some holes in. We have right here, and it comes all the way right here. And now I want you to take a round, my friend. Oh, and you also have to take a round, my friend. We need this to happen. Then we need to do the exact same thing. We're even gonna copy and paste it. Then the jerky, it goes that way. No, it has to be right here is the thing. This is the in, this is an in. It's like, this is not necessary. So, and then this is an in, and this is an in. You don't need two of those. Oh, this is unfortunate. Alright, we'll move this. You go right there. So that's the last line for jerky. And you need power, so you go right there. Alright, so this is the last chance. So, right there. Paste. Oh, okay. Stick it up. I really should have done something different there, but I didn't. Alright, so here we have jerky line waste. Right? Whenever we have a problem with waste jerky, it is solved right there. This is... No, wait, we haven't solved anything. You have to get turned around. You have to get turned around. You have to get turned around. Turned around. Then... Confidence in this is pretty low, I'm gonna have to tell you. We're gonna find out if this actually works. Like, that's fine, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, confidence real low. We need a composter. So we need to go all the way over here. It's probably much faster to head towards the side of the base. This is probably gonna be the last thing we do today. And I'll pick up more tomorrow. Why are we stopped? Where are you stopped? Excuse me, Sneasel. Looks like the dinosaurs are out on the rounds. We still don't have anything for getting the rot out, except I haven't figured out that. Okay, I didn't do that. Maybe I'll do that on the last thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. What I do need is to find my titanium bin, which is right there, and to find, there's no rubber coming up here. Very, very, very little rubber. That's worth stepping in on, I think. Compost. Compost. There's some iron pipe. Compost. Alright, so there's so much left to do. Problems I thought were solved come back again and again because I'm not controlling spoilage correctly. So here we are. No polybutadiene. This is just a steam problem, right? Cannot vent. No, this is no aromatics. No aromatics because no mushrooms. No mushrooms because manure. No manure because I told this guy to take a break and he's supposed to help the Augs. So all these guys are going. You should all be on productivity. Yeah. And we just had a Relegia crisis and it's backing up. So we kind of have to let this fill back up. So we have a mushroom crisis right now. Yeah. Because we have a manure issue. Do we? No, everything's running full blast. What's our problem? Why don't we have more mushrooms? All of you are going, right? All of these are going. Was it a punctuated thing? This area is also wrecked in very subtle ways. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to stop thinking about that. No aromatics. And that's right here. Now we're making aromatics. And we are out of Relegia flowers to do this with, which is interesting. And are there Relegia flowers coming from the fountain? No. And if we go and look, the dinosaur still is picking up. So we might not have sufficient Relegia flower production. Which is a really weird thing to think about. Alright. Aromatics. How do you do? Yeah, that's a real good way to do it. Maybe too expensive right now. Like, no, not really. No. No, it's waste. That's not great. That's not great either. I mean, that's intensive, but it's not terrible. It's like the best way really is the Relegias and the Fagua. But, Oh, so it's 29 in and 29 out. What a weird number. So mushrooms are a problem. Relegias are a problem. Maybe we're just in a backup phase right now because fertilizer ran out. Maybe I can tell myself that. Maybe there's another way I can make aromatics. I just need a bit. Just a bit. I don't need full-on mass production. Like, maybe even just power this thing. It's not terrible. Have to be dedicated. Are we low on hydrogen or flush on hydrogen now? It's so hard to say. Should probably not mess with that though. Though this would be a fine way to do it. The creosote and gasoline probably too. We need stuff without side effects. Can I use this? Isn't this just a whole lot better? Yeah, can't use it. I would have been already using it, is what I'm trying to get at here. That's alright. This is probably the best. But it could also just be a cyclical thing. I don't know what to think. Could also be moose not backing up. Could be a lot of problems. I need to stop thinking about this though. So we have flowers now. And having flowers means we are going to continue to have og food. Oh, it fell into, we ran out here, but they're on the way. Not sure from where though. They're definitely on the way. On this line, right? Right here. Yeah. On the way. And then some come up here and they end up here. And so that will make aromatics. Where's the line out? Right now there is no aromatics in the world. And eventually some will make it over here. Eventually. That's probably something I have to deal with. But the important thing right now is that Religias are actually working. I guess we need a backup. Which dino are you? You are the Religiosaur? Oh, and you almost have enough for a full round. So maybe we're doing just fine. And we just have to let it go to build up a little bit. Like the fountain isn't even dry, and the next delivery is on the way. Alright, we're just going to pretend everything's okay. Pound an energy drink. Let's go. I'm going to go set up the composter at this area over here. I think I'm giving this area more thought than it deserves. What you gonna do? That's right, you're gonna shut up and do it. That's what's happening. Alright, so Jerky has to come over here. Jerky gets composted. Bam. Compost City. Then we need our boiler right here. Boiler. Here, let's make our life a little bit easier. Easier / different. There we go. Into there, and then boiler right here. And that'll be biomass, so it doesn't have any side effects whatsoever. So, great. Then run it over here. Oh wait, that's jerky still. Okay, so you go in there. You go in there. We'll deal with our backlog. Jerky has to be picked up off the ground. Right there. Alright, so jerky being made. Fantastic. Alright, so now water in, obviously. Simple enough. And not just steam out. We also have to have jerky over. Jerk over. We've kind of placed this in a very awkward position, haven't we? That's okay. That's what we do. Okay. Is this going to work? I don't know. Alright, so what I need now is a steam line. Any steam line to hook into. What's this? Ooh. It's working, but it's not here. It's kind of worth a bug report. So go check on that. Where is Steam? Steam, my friends. Steam. I do not see Steam anywhere around here. Oh, so you're... Okay, so these guys do need to be worked on. That's why the mushrooms are going, because I took it off the og food recipe. I deemed the og food recipe too expensive. Okay. Still not seeing the object of my search. I don't think Steam is used anywhere around here for a... Do I just condense it? There's a steam line. But I feel like I'm probably just going to condense it. Cooling tower. I'm just going to get rid of it this way. Just have to put another valve in, which is fine. What I need to do is this. I have done bad. But you should not think of it as doing bad. You should think of it as an opportunity to do good. Output less than 20. Where's the steam going? I guess they're just not producing anything. Which would make sense. Alright, so right there, and we're just going to condense it on the spot. Where are you, cooling tower? There we go. And so that's building up, and that's fine. And this will eventually jerk out, right? I can just kind of get ahead of the game right here. Help out. Be a helper. Helpy's my name. Still more. So much jerky. Okay. Good. Alright, so. Should probably just clear the line off, right? At least make sure that once the meat gets here, it can be used. Which is more or less the same thing. Yep. Pick it all up. Alright, so. What have I done today? It's so hard to say. I honestly have no idea if I'm doing good or bad. We will do a recap and figure out some of that here. We're probably just going to recap now. Yeah, I'm going to call it. So let's go just take a look at, just peek at some of the stuff we've done. This appears to be running perfectly. And we're backing up. So this was one of our primary goals today. Peek in on moose. We're out of moose, and that's fine. We are going to have to do something about this. It's going to be a problem. There's fish meal here, which has to be dealt with. But there's no fish oil being consumed. I thought we had a vent for that now. That guy's going to get so much jerky in his inventory. We're not... Okay, we can't slaughter Xylophos because we can't get rid of the arthropod blood. Can't get rid of the arthropod blood because we turn it into blood We can't get rid of the blood because we turn blood into zinc, and we are doing that as hard as we can, as fast as we can. I could put in a couple more to increase the blood consumption, but that's a problem for another day. Just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Relesia situation is currently running just fine. Running great, actually. It's almost full up, and there's no dinosaur waiting. Everything being made. That's fantastic. Relesia the food status. No potatoes, it says. No potatoes, it says. No potatoes, there are. No biomass, there is. Biomass comes in from above. Why are you guys stopped? No muddy sludge? Oh, that's... Press X, everyone, as we collectively doubt. How can we be completely out of this? Does this just not work? Does this structure not work? Input is 80. So does this just suck it in and out, and in and out, in and out? So it's not a balancer at all? Does it have to be unbalanced somehow? Let's try this. Input, which is 80 right here, is greater than 70? No, it should never work because, like... That is a lot of questions, isn't it? Now this is going again. And that should be calling for more sludge, which happens over here, I think. And this thing is governed at 50, though, so you have to be governed at... Here. Let's do this one. Let's jack this one down way low, then. 40. There you go. Now you're letting it through. It's draining out. We actually should get some accumulation over here, right? Maybe. And this kicks on. Alright, when this kicks on, we know we don't have any actual sludge-related problems. Alright, so this probably broke it in a completely separate way that I don't really understand. But most importantly, we are now making biomass. Are we just stopped off with decay? No, we're not. We are. We are. Alright, so the Jerkiosaur arrived and gave us his magical bounty of jerky for all of the meat that has rotted out while we were trying to work. And we are just not prepared to deal with it. No one is. When you look a man in the eye and ask him, how much do you like jerky? The answer is never this much. At least not if they're sane. No one asks for this much jerky. Alright, so right here. Right there. And we're just going to let this system run. Alright, so we're making chlorine. That works. We have to pop up to... This is going to be the last problem. Because my problem is fundamentally that the system I built for mass producing wood is wrong now. It's just straight up wrong. It doesn't work. It does not have the ability to vent spoilage from seeds. Just, nope, not good. If it can't vent spoilage from seeds, it locks up every once in a while. So, how we doing here? Take your seeds. How we doing here? You have tree seeds too, but you can't. Oh, I can't pull them out? That sucks. I have to actually do this. So at every point in this, I have to redo it so it only picks up certain objects. Okay. I mean, super not thrilled about working on this again. But I may be slowly getting it together. Maybe? Oh, this is why biomass is running out. We have a situation here. Alright, I need to stop playing. Let's wrap up. Let's see what we're doing. Alright, so what did I do today, ladies and gentlemen? So first off, we confronted... Yeah, so twitchy. There we go. That's nice. Alright, so we rebuilt fertilizer because one, the fertilizer recipe changed and I was not notified about that. And two, we had to build it better to deal with spoilage. We came up with what I think is a very tidy system that will take care of everything in a self-contained manner. I very much appreciate how everything decays into something that is still useful. And the lowest energy state is in fact still useful because it's a biomass recipe. What else did we do? We got Zillifo up and working. We built a new local red hot coke maker. We're going to need that for when we repair our quads. That's coming soon. We've been monitoring Relesia very closely because it's super important for just about everything around here. But everything is doing fine there. We rebuilt food production again because our initial ideas when it came to managing spoilage was completely wrong. I think we did a pretty good job there. We'll continue watching it. Then we turned our attention over to meat disposal, chlorine production, acetic acid production, then finally into tin. And we put in a local composter to deal with waste. Probably shouldn't happen much because of how long the life cycle of the lifetime of the products are, but you never know. You should watch it. This is going to take a long time to boil out of the system. Major concern still, we don't have enough aromatics. It's related to Relesia. It may or may not relieve itself as the system catches up, because Relesia was completely stopped because no fertilizer, blah, 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 blah. But we are getting an appropriate amount of wastewater in now. We are probably even purging the wastewater now that we have chlorine, and the cycle is probably continuing. So next time, I need to redo my basic system and have a fix for it, because all these things are prone to breaking. What's breaking? Oh. They're getting through again. I also have to manage this. Boom. Boom. Everyone just pepper it, please. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. That was a very expensive solution to that problem, but it was a solution. So... Since I'm looking, how is artillery shells? Still bad. And that's still glycerol. If we look down here, that's still animal product related, right? Is this completely jammed? No, it's just nothing is being processed anywhere. Everything is seized up. Oh. Okay. That's not good. That's pretty bad, honestly. And we're not making any moves. We're not making any moves because no mushrooms. Mushrooms are a problem because they're all being absorbed. So,
And this guy is picking up mushrooms as fast as he can. Alright, so this is probably an issue. Or getting to be an issue. Oh, this is definitely... This is not an issue, because these guys don't use that recipe. Yeah. There's plenty of problems. I don't know what to fix next. We're just going to run around and continue swatting flies. We're full up on pie Psi 1 now, though, so we made some progress in the factory. But it's going to be hours and hours and hours and hours before I'm through all the upgrades. Yeah, this major whiplash right now. All right, I'm done now. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.